God. Ask God.
Hi, Scott. This is April from Ohio. I have a quick question for you. I just launched my first product about 6 weeks ago, and everything's going great. In fact, I just ordered a second shipment of that product. My question is, when looking forward, I want to know, when thinking about a second product, I'm looking at items that are related to my first one, obviously. However, the numbers look very competitive. So I'm not sure if I should go ahead with a second product that is related to my first product, or if I should go with a second product that is unrelated, but that has better numbers. Like I said, the few things that I looked at that were related to my first product, they just look super competitive. There's a lot of sellers in the space. Definitely the numbers look a lot different than they did for my first product. So I'm hesitant to go into something that would be within the same brand or product line because the numbers just don't look great. So should I branch out or maybe just do a small test run with the related product to my first? And again, thanks for everything you do. I love listening to the podcast and being in the Facebook group, and you single-handedly got me into this. So thank you. Bye.
Hey, April from Ohio. Thank you so much for the question, and thank you so much for being a listener. I really do appreciate it, and I'm so glad that you are taking action and that you're moving forward. And congratulations. I think all of us listening right now should give April a round of applause. I hope you guys can hear that. I'm clapping. Let's give you a round of applause, April, because you're moving, right? You're moving forward, and you've got some product that you're selling, and that's awesome. Okay, but now the question is, okay, now what? Right? I've got this first product. Do I launch another product that could be sold, to that same customer? That's really the big question. Or should I now go outside of that and start a whole nother product line or a product that I could serve to a different market in a sense, because the competition on the other products that people are selling to the people that buy my first product, that's kind of confusing how I just said that. You guys get what I mean though, that the competition's a little bit, aggressive. So what do? Well, the first thing I would say to anyone listening right now that has not gotten to that point where you have that product launched yet, or even in another brand, however, wherever you are in the process, you want to always think to yourself, are you going to be able to launch a product line to serve a market? All right. Because we don't want to get in this place now to where we've done all the work to get up and running to sell that one widget. I'm doing like the air quotes, a widget, like in a sense. But now we got to kind of start over again and find another market that we can serve products to. I'd rather do it where I know that there's 4 or 5 products that we can launch against that one product. So this way here, we can build out that product line. And then once we get moving and we see that we're going to go outside of Amazon, we're going to build our sales channel, we're going to build our marketing outside of Amazon on our own platform, then we can bring those products along with us, and then we can lead people through the journey, right? So if someone's a fisherman, well, we want to say, well, they need a pole, they need a tackle box, they need fishing gear as far as like maybe they need a trolling motor. That'd be an expensive item, but maybe that's something that they would need. It's a little bit down the road. I would think I wouldn't go that because it's a motorized vehicle, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? You got the lures, you got the hooks, you've got, maybe certain gloves, maybe certain sunglasses. I don't know, whatever that market needs, you've got all of these different products. But the problem that you're saying, April, is that your one product, not as much competition, you're doing okay, but now your next few products, there's going to be some pretty good competition there, right? I think that's what I'm trying to say here. So my thought is this: I would do what you said in the latter part of your question, is where I would probably test a product. Okay. I would maybe try to do it where you can, again, do enough to where you're going to be able to give enough away to get the reviews going, to start getting the pay-per-click going, to start getting some sales going. But then maybe you could also use your one product that's currently selling and then run a promotion that's going to show people that land on that product page. And then I can point them over to your other product and maybe give them a discount. So for example, if you were going to, let's just say that your first thing, let's say you sold a garlic press, and then let's say that your second second product would be, let's say a garlic press storage or a garlic bag that stores the garlic or whatever. I'm not even sure if that exists. I think it does. But then what you could do is inside of your one that's, that you're already selling, you could have a promotion inside of there that Amazon allows you to set up. And it would say like, get 25% off of your garlic storage system. Right? And now people that are coming in, you already got the traffic coming into your listing. Now you can entice them with that offer. And then from there, what's also going to start happening now is you're going to start showing up with the frequently bought together. So now that if you can get people to buy product 1 and product 2 together, when people buy your first product, they're going to see it in their promotion. But even if they don't see it in their promotion inside of your listing, they're going to also see it down below when they're buying your product, and it's going to say frequently bought together. So when they're ready to check out, they're going to see that. Okay. So there's ways that we can kind of capitalize on that first product, but we also have to think to ourselves, like, how much work are we willing to do? Now, if we were talking to go totally outside of Amazon, and that's where we're headed, right? For those of you that are brand new, you're not headed there yet, but eventually you're going to want to go there. We want to say to ourselves, if I get a customer to buy my first product, can I have them be interested in buying my second product by showing them through some content that I create, whether it's if I'm selling a garlic press, it might be recipes or a demonstration of how I'm doing this certain meal, and then I'm using this certain garlic press and I reference to it, or whatever it is. Is there a sales funnel that I can build outside of Amazon that my products are going to align with, right? So that's kind of like how I think. And I know this isn't a direct answer, April, but I'm just trying to give you context. I'm trying to give you ideas of what you could do by not going away from that brand or that product line, because I think that's how you can get the most I guess the most traction moving forward is to capitalize on other products that you're rolling out that can kind of cross promote. Now, that doesn't mean that people aren't out there successfully selling, 10 or 15 random different widgets. That's another model. If you want to be like, like this one store that sells multiple different items to multiple different brands, then go for it. But just understand that you're not really building out a true brand that is going to be around that specific thing. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. But I would probably, I think me personally, I would probably say I would do a test with a small number, at least enough that I knew I could get the traction going and to give it a good, a good run. And if I could see that I could start getting some momentum, then I might move forward with that as well. And then maybe do the same thing with the third product and the fourth product. So hopefully this has helped, April. I know it was a long-winded answer. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast. If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business. So definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business. And this way here, you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.